Have you ever wondered what makes the Titanic such an iconic ship? Well, today we're diving deep into the captivating history of the Titanic, bringing you the top 10 mind-blowing facts about this legendary vessel. But before we set sail on this incredible journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of curious minds. You don't want to miss out on more fascinating stories like this one. All right, let's embark on our Titanic adventure. Number 10. The wreck of the Titanic was only discovered in the last 50 years. The Titanic's final resting place, lying a staggering 3,700 meters beneath the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, remained hidden for a mind-boggling 73 years. It was not until 1985 that the wreck of the Titanic was finally discovered, revealing crucial insights into the ship's tragic fate. Divers exploring the wreckage confirmed that the ship had broken into two parts as it sank. The bow of the ship was found in one location, while the stern was located around a third of a mile away. These two massive fragments comprised the largest pieces of the Titanic's wreck, while other scattered remains were discovered over an area spanning approximately 15 square miles. Even to this day, a significant portion of the Titanic remains unexplored, beyond the reach of underwater vehicles. Number 9. One of Titanic's large funnels was fake. You might have marveled at the Titanic's iconic 4 large funnels, assuming they were all fully functional. But brace yourselves for this revelation. Only 3 out of the 4 funnels were actually connected to the ship's furnaces. The 4th funnel was nothing more than a beautiful facade, serving as an air vent and ensuring the ship's symmetrical appearance. So next time you admire an image of the Titanic, remember that one of those majestic funnels was merely for show. Number 8. A closer ship could have come to the Titanic's rescue. In times of distress, one hopes for a helping hand. When the Titanic began to sink, distress signals were sent out, desperately calling for aid from nearby vessels. Surprisingly, the closest ship, the Californian, failed to respond promptly to the Titanic's distress signals. During the early hours of April 15, 1912, crew members aboard the Californian spotted mysterious lights in the sky. These lights turned out to be distress flares launched by the Titanic. Despite the crew's attempts to alert their captain, no response was given. To make matters worse, the Californian's wireless operator had retired for the night, leading to a delayed awareness of the unfolding tragedy. By the time another ship, the Carpathia, reached the Titanic, it was too late. Number 7. A much-needed lifeboat drill was called off. Here's a chilling fact that will leave you wondering about the what-ifs. The Titanic sank on that fateful night of April 14, 1912. But did you know that a lifeboat drill was actually scheduled to take place earlier that day? Unfortunately, Captain Edward Smith decided to cancel the drill, opting for a final Sunday service instead. In hindsight, this proved to be a grave mistake. The crew had never conducted a lifeboat drill while the ship was in motion. Yes, they had done it before, but only when the ship was safely docked. One can't help but wonder how different that night would have been if the crew had been better prepared to handle the lifeboats. Number 6. Titanic was responsible for delivering mail or post for the British Postal Service. Did you know that the Titanic not only carried passengers but also served as a floating post office? That's right. The British Postal Service entrusted the Titanic with the important task of delivering mail across the Atlantic. With 5 mail clerks, a dedicated post office, and a mailroom on decks F and G, this massive ship transported around 3,423 sacks full of mail. Number 5. The wealth of the passengers in the Titanic's first class was 400 million pounds. Hold on to your hats because we're about to uncover the jaw-dropping wealth that sailed on the Titanic's maiden voyage. Prepare to be amazed because the total wealth of the first-class passengers aboard the Titanic amounted to a mind-boggling 400 million pound. Talk about an exclusive voyage. Among the richest passengers was John Jacob Astor IV, an American businessman whose contribution to this total wealth was a staggering 70 million pounds. Astor, accompanied by his wife Madeleine, sadly perished when the ship met its tragic fate. Number 4. There was a swimming pool on board the Titanic. Luxury was the name of the game when it came to the Titanic. The first-class areas of the ship were adorned with exquisite dining rooms, glamorous decks, and a range of impressive amenities. From squash courts to a gym and Even a barbershop, passengers had no shortage of ways to pamper themselves. But the crown jewel of opulence was the ship's very own swimming pool. Yes, you heard that right. The Titanic boasted the first ever swimming pool on board a ship. It was a momentous occasion, providing passengers with an extraordinary experience. Number 3, the Titanic was never described as an unsinkable ship. Can you believe it? One of the most surprising facts about the Titanic is that it was never officially labeled as an unsinkable ship. Despite the lore surrounding this claim, it turns out that the ship's builders merely remarked that it seemed practically unsinkable. So how did this misconception come about? Over time, the idea of an unsinkable ship grew and spread, woven into the Titanic's legend. But in reality, the claims were not as confident as popular media would lead you to believe. Number 2, the Titanic was the largest ship in the world. The Titanic, upon its launch, claimed the title of the largest movable man-made object on the planet. Its sheer size was awe-inspiring, stretching 269 meters in length and 28 meters in width. But wait, there's more to this story than meets the eye. Within this colossal ship, there existed a world of diversity. A total of 840 staterooms awaited passengers, with 416 in first class, 162 in second class, and 262 in third class. Each class offered its own unique experience, from opulent accommodations to more modest arrangements. Although the Titanic's grandeur may have been surpassed by modern cruise liners, it will forever hold a special place in maritime history. Number 1. Lives were lost on the Titanic before it ever set sail. Did you know that even before the Titanic set sail, lives were tragically lost? Building such a colossal ship was no easy task, and accidents were bound to happen. In fact, during its 3-year construction at the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, there were several incidents that claimed the lives of workers. Reports differ on the exact number, with some estimating as low as 2 and others suggesting 8 casualties. The second year of construction alone saw 28 serious accidents and 218 minor incidents. Shocking, right? But believe it or not, these numbers were relatively small for a ship of such magnitude. With all factors considered, one would have expected a much higher death toll, closer to 15 lives. So there you have it, folks. 10 fascinating facts that shed light on the incredible story of the Titanic. If you enjoyed this video and want to uncover more intriguing stories from history, be sure to hit that subscribe button.